Ryan has Devin's number. If they fought 100 times, Ryan would knock him out 100 times.
Oh! Say it ain't so. If they fought 100 times, Ryan would knock him out 100, says Rolly Romero. Wow. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. Rolly Romero did a brand new interview with Brian Custer, and we got to talk about it. He said a lot of things, and he goes on to talk about how Ryan really wasn't training, he was drinking, he wasn't focused, and he does believe there was some cross-contamination in there because he was like, Ryan didn't even like pretty much acquit himself like a person who was taking the fight seriously and trying to juice to cheat in PEDs, right? Now, I know the Haneyacks and the Haneyacks content creators, what I do know is, one, they're not going to like this. Two, they probably won't make content about this. Notice the pattern in 2026. We got to start calling it out. The Haneyacks content creators, when these big like headlines and interviews come out where somebody is saying something negative towards Devin Haney, notice they won't make any content about it. But let Gervonta Davis get arrested, or an update with his court case, or the judge put out a warrant, or the Miami Gardens police and the girl called the police. All of that, when it's somebody else, particularly Gervonta Davis, all of that gets reported. All of that is content worthy. So just know where you're getting the real information from. Let's hear from Rolly. Roll the clip.
If Devin Haney got bodied by Ryan, who got bodied by me, Ryan bodied him with no effort, being drunk every single day. Literally. Ryan bodied him. And I bodied Ryan with no effort.
Now, Rolly is doing a triangle theory, which doesn't really work in boxing, but a lot of people do this. Like, hey, I beat this guy and he couldn't beat this guy, so da-da-da-da. But for the record, I don't think triangle theories work.
Please, just stop. Just stop. It's so, I can't even comprehend this stuff. I really can't.
Now, you know they're going to say he tested positive for PEDs. Okay. And came in, what, 3 pounds over the weight.
Oh,
so we got to hear what Rolly has to say. Brian Custer says, people are going to bring up the fact that he missed weight, which he did, and the fact that he tested positive for ostarine. Let's hear what Rolly had to say.
If he was doing PEDs for real, he probably did get cross-contaminated, because that stuff does happen. Because I'll tell you like this, he did not act like somebody that was on PEDs. If you're on PEDs, you wouldn't have been getting drunk every night.
I think Rolly just brought up a very interesting point in like theory, in the fact that like, if a person is like fearful to the point of like, I'm going to be on a banned substance, I need to win this fight. That's a very good point from Rolly. Most people aren't going to be counterproductive in nature, right? They're going to go all the way out on the cheat preparation side, not necessarily getting drunk. So that, I think that's a strong point. Like, for example, let's take it out of boxing, because I know some of you emotional babies, oh no, I don't care, Ryan did, right? You're not going to want to hear it. So we'll take it out of boxing. I'm the king of analogies. I make it look effortless. Let's say a bodybuilder. If a bodybuilder is trying to win a show to the point of, I'm going to take illegal banned substances on the low, I'm going to take anabolic SARMs or whatever, that means the person wants to win the show. So they're probably not going to be counterproductive by overeating fast food or straying too much away from their diet and drinking every day when they're trying to win the show, right? Now, I'm not condoning cheating, of course, never have. But the point I'm making, and I think that Rolly made, is if you're really trying to cheat to the point where PEDs come into play, a banned substance, why would you be partying and drinking and staying up late and smoking hookah or whatever Ryan was doing, all that weird stuff? Is kind of counterproductive. So whether you believe it or not, I think that's a solid point in terms of circumstantial evidence. Like, usually people who want to cheat, they just want to win and they're going to go all out on the cheat stuff.
You would have been actually trying to win the fight. Ryan has Devin's number. If they fought 100 times, Ryan would knock him out 100 times.
If they fought 100 times, Ryan would knock him out, says Rolly.
PEDs do not make you, it does not make your opponent not keep their hand up.
Rolly is funny, bro. That's a strong point. You were getting caught with the left hook, again, we don't condone cheating, but if your temple ain't protected, it ain't protected. So no amount of drug or PED that one can do, that'll make you have a leaky defense.
And I got the feeling you're trying to say, if you step in the ring with him.
No, forget about me. Forget about me right now. Let's talk about this Ryan Devin conspiracy, right?
Mm-hmm.
PEDs will not make Devin Haney keep his hands down. It just, that does not happen. If he was really on PEDs, if that was his whole intention, I'm gonna be on steroids this whole fight, he would have actually took this fight serious. No, he got cross-contaminated, and it's clear as day he got cross-contaminated. To this day, he's still clueless of what happened. He doesn't even know. I'm tired of this whole PED situation with Ryan. Ryan's a lot better than every single one of you guys give him credit for.
But you don't like that he said when it came to you, I just didn't take the fight seriously.
No. He did though. He did. Trust me. I know.
Wow. So some strong stuff from Rolando Romero. Let me know if you agree with the cross-contamination. Either way, strict liability. Ryan Garcia had it in his system. It's like if you're a felon or not, and you had that pole on you, and the cops blurp you, you had it on you. You know what I mean? You had it in the whip. Or even like, let's say you had like chops in the trunk or whatever, and then they search you, and you're like, oh, it's my homies. I mean, it's still, you're the registered car owner. The chops was in your whip, so it is what it is. You catching that charge too. You know what I mean? So what's done is done. Ryan has that on his record. Let me know what you think. I think the more interesting thing here, because the PED, it happened. It's a no contest. He was suspended. That's water under the bridge. But the interesting thing that I want y'all to discuss in the comment section, he says if they fought 100 times, Ryan would always beat Devin Haney. So for me, you got a lot of the Haney content creators, and when Tank fights these guys, Ryan, when he was unbeaten, they said, oh, Devin's fighting a better version of Ryan, right? To not give Tank credit. But then Devin at the press conference with Ryan was like bragging, like, man, Tank knocked you out and you quit like a bitch. But then when Devin fought Ryan, he ain't make him quit. Tank did. Devin also had a shirt that said Mexicans for Haney. Now all of a sudden he's trying to resonate with black culture. Debo Dev from the popular urban movie Friday. Man, that's a female, Debo, right? Now you on that. But for the Ryan fight, remember it was Mexicans for Haney. And then they had a picture of Tank's work knocking out Ryan on the shirt. And then Ryan put a cease and desist. So that's why the shirt is no more. But I got the screenshots of it. right? You were really trying to float this. And then with Todd Grisham of DAZN, I guess at the press conference, you didn't like how he announced your son or he wasn't drilling Ryan enough. You're like, man, we in LA, you know, we know Ladas's here, da-da-da-da. And then Bill tried to get political and talk about we in LA, so these are Ryan fans, that's why they booing us. What about Mexicans for Haney? Talk about that. You know what I mean? So I could really expose this game. Don't make me. Anyway, back to what Rolly is saying. Let me know in the comment section. For me, now you got the Haney at content creators. They're going to be like, Rolly is a great fight for Devin. But when Tank was knocking out an undefeated Rolly, right, they said Rolly's a nobody. Rolly lost to Jackson Marinez for real. So if you thought when Tank fought him, he lost to Jackson Marinez, then that means he should have lost to Jackson Marinez. He did get knocked out by Tank. He did get knocked out by Pitbull Cruz, another guy Tank beat. And then he had a shaky kind of performance with Ishmael Barroso. And this is the version that Devin is getting, the one that later beat Ryan Garcia, right? And now they're going to build it up like this is a colossal fight that they've been wanting, and it's really Tank leftovers. But I digress. Let me know what you think. Rolly says that Ryan just has Devin's number. For me, over the Rolly fight, I would want to see the rematch because Ryan just had a great performance, called out Shakur, said he'll run it back with Devin. Let's get the negotiation popping. He's a champion. Devin Haney's a champion. It would be a unification. You got to strike while the iron's hot instead of wait, and then hope that both Devin and Ryan continue to win, continue to not get stripped and hold their belts to the point where if they fight later, it might not be for belts or someone else lost already again. You know what I mean? So for me, I think they should have did the rematch instead of the Rolly fight. But that's just me. Let me know what you